everybody. Welcome back to Art and Outdoor Life here with John. I'm hoping that you're having a great day, a great evening, a good morning, wherever you are and whatever time you're watching this video. I'm an aspiring artist, a beginner painter. I started 2 years ago in 2022, and I'm a seasoned musician. I've been playing music all my life, professionally. Anyways, I want to wish you a wonderful day and thank you for coming back, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Sincerely yours, John. Hello everybody, welcome back. So here I'm using a watered down yellow ochre just for the sky and a little bit in the foreground here. I think you'll really like this. It's for beginners, or whatever you're doing, no matter what level you're at. It's been a while since I've released a painting video. I've been very busy, and then the last week I haven't been feeling well, so here I am. I mixed some red crimson with a little bit of white to kind of create kind of a pastel effect in that color. I'm not using white in this video though. That's the only time I used white. So with a darker blue, or I'm using ultramarine blue, and here I'm creating a stream, and with some blues, just kind of creating and basically creating my shapes here. Okay, just kind of dabbing along with the hake brush. I'm only using 3 different brushes here, and I'm right there is some raw umber. Basically it's a brown. I'm just kind of dabbing along here. This is a very quick video, and if you're new at watercolor painting or whatever, you'll have fun doing these things. I like to paint with my paper on an angle, but sometimes it's really fun just to lay it down flat, and that's how I painted for over a year with my paintings. It was basically with everything flat, with the paper flat on the surface. So with a little bit of sap green, I'm just kind of feeling it out here. Okay, and you'll see why I left the center there, kind of open here. You'll also see in this video an easy way to create reflections and such. Anybody could do this. You can do this. You don't need a hake brush. However, I would prefer one. I mean, you can use a flat brush and even squirrel brushes, squirrel mops and such, if you know how your paper reacts, and it all has to do with how much water you got on the paper, and as well as how much pigment, what's diluted and not. So and here's some more raw umber, and I only used a few different colors in this pigments. Okay, so the foreground I'm just kind of going through here, creating some more earth tone, just to kind of give it some, it's close up. So with a little bit of yellow ochre and even some green and brown mix. It's just I'm just going along the side here, okay, along the edges. And hey, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope that you guys have been doing well since my last video. And so right here, you take your card. In this case, it's an old gift card, a cut up gift card. But you can use anything plastic like that. And you see how I did that? I just scraped it along one straight line right across. And boom, now I have reflection, right? So now with my fan brush here, what I did was I wetted the fan brush, and even though the paint is still wet, and this is why I'm not using white, because you don't have to. I like to use white, but you don't have to. If you don't have white or you don't prefer to use it, you don't have to. So what you do is you dip your brush. In this case, I'm using a fan brush, but you can use any kind of round brush or whatever. Just put it in some water and put it right on your river or your creek and move that paint. The water will move that paint and you'll get some of that natural paper back. Okay? And so here, this is a liner brush, a rigger brush. Yeah, and this was kind of tedious to me. But I had a great time doing this. I was thinking about a place out here. And so what I put in here was these electric lines going across a river. In this case, it was the Merrimack River, but it could be anywhere. So the distant look I'm trying to get there with the further pole way in the center, the middle ground. And close up, I'm looking at, That's what I was looking for in here is depth. Okay, so it doesn't look all that great. That's no problem. Take a card, a scraping tool or whatever, and you scrape along that, and it will create a texture that will make it will give it more of a realistic look, and even a rustic look. Okay, so now I've got this, and I'm like, okay, now everything here is basically touch up. Okay, the colors in the back are fading, the greens are fading, the browns are fading, the blues are fading, and so I'm just gently touching along here with some brown, some raw umber, because I want to give it some character. I want to give it character. Character is the word. Okay. Now I use the word flavor a lot, and that's what I'm doing with the yellow, the lemon yellow. That's what I call flavor. Flavor to me is when you're adding colors in there that make other colors pop out and such like that. Character, on the other hand, is, for myself, is when you're creating objects, subjects that are what we see when we look with our eyes. So I'm just gently, very gently coming down with that. Okay. You'll see I'll be putting in some character in here. So here I'm actually using a variety of, um, again, this is ultramarine blue. You can use anything, just a darker color. I I had some Payne's Gray that I put in here, um, but basically just a darker color. Um, and you see how that yellow, the lemon yellow, kind of disappeared in there, and that's what I was wanting. Mixing the colors up. Because when you mix the colors up, you know, you're creating the colors. You could do it on your palette. I'm one that I like to do it right on my painting. So this is actually Payne's Gray here. Like I said, you can use a dark color. You can use browns and blues mixed. You can use greens and browns mixed even with a little bit of yellow ochre or even lemon yellow. You just have to, whatever feels good to you. And as you notice on the left-hand side on that hill, you'll see the highlights come out instantly with the brush. And that's because there's still water, a little bit of water in those paints. So here I am with some Payne's Gray, and I'm just kind of covering it up. I'm basically dressing it up so when I come back, I can add some character to this painting. Okay? Now the sky, I wasn't worried about the sky here. I basically wanted to set a mood with the sky. And I wasn't looking for clouds here. So with my little cut up gift card, here I am, and I'm scraping little rocks, and I'm giving it character, right? That's the character. Because that's what you see up front, right? Those are the things that we notice. The rocks, you can use the trees, different things that kind of create something a little different than just the paint. So I'm just putting a few birds in here, and just like that. If you haven't considered subscribing to my channel, or if you enjoy my videos, please do. It doesn't cost anything. It's free, and I do not make any money off this. I just enjoy painting. It's my hobby, and something that helps me out in many ways. And so I'll sign my name there. You can do this. You can do this, and you'll have a great time doing this. I want to wish you a good day, a good evening, a good morning, wherever you are, and whenever you're watching this. Sincerely, John. And just put a few highlights of lemon yellow and then kind of make them fade off in there. Just like that. A very quick, easy, relaxing way of painting a watercolor paper. A watercolor painting, and this is from imagination. So this is a watercolor pen.